There's a certain Aston Martin model in the world of sports car racing that's caught my eye for a while. And so I went to Sebring International Raceway for the Sebring 12 Hour, and there it was, the Valkyrie. And it had a lot to show, not just in style, but in engine performance as well.
It can be difficult at times to have the right words to describe what makes a sports car and how one stands out from other breeds. For the Valkyrie AMR GDP, it's built ahead of its time. Aston Martin had their aerodynamics written down to a science with the Valkyrie. Its curvature is arguably smoother than a teardrop from a crying baby. That if the Valkyrie's computer program ever gained self-awareness, it probably wouldn't think twice to know why it's fast, because it is in its metallic DNA. Under the trousers of this lady's man of a ride rests a 396.6 cubic inch V12 that packs more than just size, but endurance. United with an X-Track 7-speed manual transmission that is applicable for both business and pleasure. The stuff 007 likes doing.
That's how you turn up on race day.
With the ride height set just inches from French kissing the perpetual pavement it drives on at full send, which seems to give it a straight line speed advantage should the Valkyrie keep the fight in the endless development wars among its arch rivals. Concepts of attraction that perhaps make it the next best movie car for James Bond, a theater near you. Because what Bond and Aston Martin have always had in common is sex appeal. Its sound reminiscent of Anakin Skywalker's pod racer from the distance. From start to finish, the Valkyrie GDP was a useful and well-oiled engine in its first IMSA race in the majors of North American sports car endurance racing, crossing the line 9th after starting 9th, after 12 hours of keeping it on all fours and never going tail happy throughout the journey. Not once. Its body was especially a big standout, a spitting image of its street version, the AMR LMH Pro, styling that arguably made it look like the only GDP car in its class to look closely to its street counterpart. The way it handled looked as if it was one with the road, something that does not happen naturally because it requires a technique from its users behind the wheel, and to not necessarily tame its power, but to build a connection with its speed and beauty that lasts so long that it makes a tender hookup look out of touch with reality. The point is, the Valkyrie GDP is sex on wheels.